During a collaborative event involving ITFA and XDC Network held in the XDC Dev Center, you got a tool who presented an AI-driven code generator for any industry and a use case that can generate software on XDC in minutes. And just a few days later, NVIDIA's CEO declared on February 27th, 2024, that AI would kill coding.
We don't just have the infrastructure or the Legos, but we have a command center completely AI-driven, which can build whatever you need for you. And this is what Ritesh was mentioning about, that this stuff happens so fast that if you don't disrupt, someone else will. Because I'm going to set some of the commands which is going to generate on the spot some of the relevant things for you, which you might find very interesting. It knows more than most of the people, I'll tell you, because we have trained it like that. We've trained it with data, all possible technical parameters. Just to go back to some of the conversations and the examples that were given about Marco Polo and some of the other companies that went bankrupt. Why did they go bankrupt? They spent millions of dollars spending on doing this that we're doing for you in 2 minutes.
We on location. I remember way back. You ain't have no swag. You did a little research. Now you got a moon bag. Now you got a new walk. Now you got new swag. You did a little research. Now you got a moon bag.
So ladies and gentlemen, with digital assets, we hodl and we trade. And when we do hodl, we make sure it's on a cold storage wallet so we have full access to our funds and no one else. Okay, you're talking about the DCENT wallet here. The link is in the description. The most easy and safe hardware wallet, enhanced crypto protection built on the highest security standards.
And so for those of you who are interested, I do have a link in the description below for the DCENT wallet. Been using them for about 2 years now, and I absolutely love their service, and I absolutely love their upgrades. They're always staying on top of things. Now, if you mesh that with Globiance, you're also able to stake your assets and hold your assets offline. So holla at your boy. There's a link in the description below. And let's not forget that there are 3 wallets in one app.
Link is in description. Holla at your boy.
What is going on, blockchain monkeys? Eagle here, and I want to thank you for coming to my jungle. First of all, I'm no financial advisor whatsoever, nor am I professional in blockchain technology. But there is one thing that I absolutely will do. Let's give you my opinion. So today, coming in hot, real quick, we got XDC all up in your area. And before we get to it, I'm gonna need you to rub them hands together real vigorously and slide down Twitter. And speaking of XDC, ladies and gentlemen, we got here Globiance, continuing to innovate. And right here, we're talking about sharing 20% lifetime referral rewards, coming in hot on Globiance, who also has the first DEX on the XDC Xinfin network, who is also ISO 222 compliant. Do I need to say more? Now this coming in hot from the XDC governance developer community, EU. Ever heard of RWA? We're talking real world assets, ladies and gentlemen. What aren't they doing? Now, we got the boy Billy talking about a stone cold gorilla in the XDC jungle. Billy Sabell of the XDC Now Nation. Take a listen. We got here Crypto Ready, hitting you with this heat.
All this work today has led us to the launch of a U.S. Treasury token called USTY.
Now, what did the blockchain monkeys tell you about a year ago, a little less than a year ago? Talking about USTY and Yieldteq.
But taking a look at Yieldteq real quick, just so you know who they're dealing with. We got here earned 5.18% with U.S. Treasuries on chain. And if you slide them down here, ladies and gentlemen, USTY provides exposure to ETF that seeks to track the investment results.
Do you see what they're building over here, ladies and gentlemen? Like, what are these people doing? Did they think that the blockchain monkeys wasn't going to find this? Like we wasn't going to rummage through the whole damn jungle and see what they're building? Let's go.
Index composed of US dollar denominated government bonds. These bonds are issued by the U.S. Treasury and have remaining maturities between 0 and 1 year. The significant majority of the USTY proceeds provide exposure to the iShares and Treasury bond 0 to 1 year UCITS ETF. Ladies and gentlemen, if you come on down here, you see the fund manager right in front of your face. We're talking about BlackRock Asset Management Group.
Goodness gracious, the blockchain monkeys are a bunch of snipers.
The administer State Street.
in August of 2023, which is the first RWA on the XCC network. And this gives people the opportunity to hold a digital representation of a BlackRock ETF. And
Goodness gracious.
Through the integration of the platform Securitize. And as I had mentioned.
Now, did he just mention Securitize? Now, real quick, not to get off topic real quick, but let's go to an older Securitize video that I did so you can see who they're in bed with.
You see, but I thought this was kind of funny. Because if you come over here to Securitize website, it says access the most exclusive asset class in the world, private markets. Because when I look at your board of directors, it seems like you're very thick in that area. Come on down here to Pedro. You have managing director and co-head of Morgan Stanley Investment Management. But even more than that, look at your advisory board. Paul Atkins, U.S. SEC former commissioner. You got James Wallace, founder, IBM vice president. But even more than that, when I look at your investors, you come on down here and you see Ripple.
It's probably nothing.
As I mentioned before, their abilities for KYC and accredited investors. The XCC network is recognized as a premier blockchain in trade finance. It was one of the first and only layer ones to be invited to be a part of the Trade Finance Distribution Initiative.
Come on, people.
And also the International Farfading and Trade Association.
Come on, people.
So we're really about playing the long game at the XCC network. And that takes, so what it takes from us to be successful in bringing RWAs is about doing the process right from the start. And this is why we've integrated with Securitize and successful fintechs that are currently disrupting the securitization market.
The first people we reached out to was Fireblocks, right, from an infrastructure perspective. So how do you see the level of sort of involvement and seriousness from the banks in this region right now to look at Web3 and, try to build on blockchain in a decentralized world?
It is super exciting for us.
ODL, that's the ornament, let's twin it in. Cause it's the standard in this bitch. XRP. I went to YouTube University, and now they mocking me with no degree. We saying by the swift, keep it walking. Respecting elders in these bushes. Bitcoin is talking.
You don't have to be rich to be taking advantage of this. This was the beginning of the greatest transformation of wealth the world has ever fucking seen since World War II.
Blockchain. We talking about an intellectual choo-choo train. It's DLT up in these streets, man. That's why we rip all on that blockchain. We saying by the swift, keep it walking. Respecting elders in these bushes. Bitcoin is talking.